Hey everybody, welcome to today's live stream. Hope you're all doing very well. We are in Boston, and today we're taking this Delta Airlines A320neo down to New York at Kennedy International. It's not a long flight. We're expecting about an hour and 10 minutes. Block time about 55 minutes in the air, I think it is. And it's a pretty straightforward flight. We're going to take off out of here, head south, and then basically fly the approach along Long Island into New York. Live weather today. This is the actual weather, I believe, in Boston. I'm just going to pull it up to confirm. It does look a little barren of clouds. It could be a nice clear day. Who knows? Boston. What's Boston's weather? Very few clouds, a little bit of wind out of the northwest. So, I don't know, maybe this is accurate. A few new things today. We're running the new update of Windows. It updated right before I started setting up for the stream. And we're running the fly-by-wire A320 mod, the latest developers one, which has some new features, which are pretty cool. And we'll go from there. So we're going to be also using on this flight, I'm going to give it a try. I've got AI traffic on, and we're going to use the in-game ATC. I know. We'll see how it does. So let's hop on board, and we can start setting up the aircraft while the passengers get on board and loaded and settled in. A little bit windy still. All right. So the parking brake is set. Chocks have been removed. Ground power unit is connected. Throttle, engine levers are confirmed at idle. Engine master is set to normal. So, batteries will come on, generator switches are on, external power will come on. We'll set the gears to align. And we'll get the panel displays up. And you, all across. Forget this one while I'm up here. Get the E-cams. We can turn up the McDoos as well. And we'll get the lower pedestal lights all up and running. So we can let the passengers on now while we continue. Let me just check something here. It didn't want to do it. Alright, I'm just going to do a restart on PAX. Okay, so that is actually, I'm running FSUIPC. Oop. So let me just quickly enter the information in again. Sometimes the order you got to load these things can be a little annoying. Let me just check something here. So looking at our cruise altitude for today. $220. Because it's mostly a westward trip. 1 hour and 10. $131 passengers today. There we go. So everyone is getting on board. All right. Where were we? So panel displays brightness is set. We'll get the nav lights up and on. Landing gear lever is down, flaps are up, and spoilers are retracted. Fuel quantity is checked. Look at the signs. There we go. And we'll run down our flows. Everything's good. Everything's on where it should be. We'll put the crew side oxygen on. Let's go fire test on engine number 1. Good. Fire test engine number 2. And fire test on the APU. Oop. Slightly off on the button here. There we go. Everything's good coming down. We'll get the air on in the back. And everything else is looking good so far. De-ice we're not going to need, it's nice and clear. Transponder we will get in a second. So what we're going to do now is enter our route. Alright, so that's fine. That's fine. Initialization. So we're going from KBOS to KJ. Getting lost. FK. Boston to New York. That's good. Our alternate today is K. What is it? EBW? EWR. Newark, New Jersey. Flight is DA 101. Cost index of 25 and a cruise level of 230. So that's all entered in. We can go to the IRS and initialization page. Everything is set, and we can align and confirm. So we're now aligned. We'll go to the Unit B page and enter in this information. Our zero fuel weight, 56.1 tons. And our zero fuel weight center of gravity is 23.26. That will go in there. Our block fuel today is 5.2. So our fuel is now entered. For our performance page, there's going to be flaps 1 and up 1.0 on the horizontal stabilizer trim. Our flex temp today, and just pull it up. So we're flying out of, just do a little bit of a calculator work here. Out of Boston, that's good. Our takeoff weight is going to be 61,200 in kilograms, and we're departing runway 33 left. 33 left. 68 for our flex temp today. And there we go. So we can adjust our V speeds. V1 of 131, VR of 131, and a V2 of 134. Now, for some reason my arrow keys are not working. Not sure what's going on there. We can get ATIS now nice and easy on board. So we'll go to the MCDU menu, ATSU, we'll go to the AOC, and we're going to get the weather request. So we're going to get our destination and our arrival airport. So that message has been sent. And we'll get a message received, company message indicator up here when it comes in. And then we can do our route. So there's company message. So we'll go to messages received, the METAR, and there's the weather information. So Boston weather. So winds are 310 at 10 statute miles, few clouds at 5,000 feet. 3026 is the current setting on the pressure. Very nice. So we will just throw this in here. 3026. Nice high pressure area. That's probably why it's so clear out. And we will turn up the brightness there. And we'll set 3026 in there. All right, so time to do the flight plan. So we're going to Boston to JFK. All right. So from Boston, we're departing on the three left, and we're going with the SOX 5 departure. And no transitions. So we'll enter that in. And our arrival so far is going to be on the Harch 3 arrival for the ILS on 31 right. There's the Perch 3. Let's see how we're going in. Where is... Yeah, we'll just go straight in. Via Catod. We'll take Novia. Yeah, we'll go in via film on the 3-1 right. Don't know what it's doing there. Transition none. Okay. So we'll insert that. And now we can get back to our route. is a fairly simple one.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in a front row, please place all of your items in the overhead bin. If you have any trouble finding a location for your carry-on items, please let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to assist you. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages if you need to, but we ask that once we depart from the gate, you put away any laptops or tablets. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Not sure, let me do this one. It is on the departure. Oh, no, there. No. So after Kusi, we'll go to socks. It's SSOSX. This is not allowing that one either. Hasn't put in the whole approach, so that's the problem. And these are all just directs. All right, let's try buzzard. B U Z R D. It's not liking any of them. Well, let's see where it wants us to go. And we'll think. So we're going to come around that way. Go straight down. Oh. It's now accepting buzzard. Oh, Ketad's right on the approach. Okay. So let's go. Where's buzzard? Buzzard's there. See if it'll let me put in SSOXS. Oh, let me put in socks. Koozie, socks, buzzard, and then after buzzard it should be SEY. 41 north, 40. Oh, it's nice to see they put the mile markers in now, how far away it is from you, so you're not guessing. So box buzzard. Did it put it in? Buzzard say, excellent. It's in there now. All right, it's a bit better of a flight plan. So we're set with the arrival on 3-1. Okay, let's get our clearance while they are loading. It doesn't have me in for an IFR. Let's See what I can do here. Oh, there we go.
Boston ground Delta Alpha 101 IFR to Kennedy, ready to copy.
Delta Alpha 101 is cleared to Kennedy Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 33 left climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure frequency is 133.0 squawk 3033.
All right, 3033.
Delta Alpha 101 cleared to Kennedy Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 33 left climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure on 133.0 squawk 3033.
Delta Alpha 101 read back correct. Contact ground on 121.75.
All right. Let's
Boston ground Delta Alpha 101, could you please send the baggage?
Delta Alpha 101 baggage is on the way.
all right. We'll get the catering on board. Not that there's going to be a lot for this flight.
Boston ground Delta Alpha 101, could you please send the catering truck?
Delta Alpha 101, the catering truck is on the road.
All right.
Boston ground Delta 2140 ready to copy ISR clearance to Detroit.
So the transponder is set. It's on standby. It'll be on TARA.
Takeoff runway 33 right climb and maintain 10,000 feet.
Get the beacon light on. Emergency lights are armed. FMC is set, 6,000 feet for our initial takeoff. Departure briefing.
140 readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.75 when ready to taxi.
Boston ground JetBlue 2552 taxi to parking.
Is everything set? We're just waiting on the
JetBlue 255 to
people
taxi
getting
to
aboard.
General Aviation parking by taxiway Foxtrot, Mike Echo cross runways 4 left Echo Alpha Kilo.
We'll see how we're doing with the people in the back here.
Taxiing to General Aviation parking by taxiway
We're
Foxtrot, Mike
still
Echo
boarding.
cross runway 4
Let
left
us
Echo
know.
Alpha Kilo JetBlue 2.
So they'll be ready in about 2 minutes. So we are going to go up here and start the APU. Beacon's on, so they know we're going to start firing up one of the engines.
Boston ground Delta 2140 requesting
Flight plan is ready to go.
Delta 2140 pushback request accepted.
All right, flaps open. Should be loading up outside there. Yeah, it looks like they finished with the baggage. And the catering truck's moving out of the way. Alrighty.
Boston ground Delta 2140 requesting the end of pushback.
We're ready to go when you are.
Delta 2140.
Okay, everybody's on board.
Pushback received.
So we are sitting. Which way are we going here?
Boston ground Delta 2140 with Echo ready to taxi IFR.
We want 31 or 33 left.
Delta 2140 taxi to and hold short of runway 33 right by taxiway.
Yep, 33 left.
Alpha Foxtrot, Bravo Quebec, cross runway 4 left Quebec, Mike cross runway 15 right, Mike Romeo, cross runway 22 left Mike.
So we're gonna need tail right. Okay, so I'll get the jetway away.
Good afternoon, ladies
APO,
and gentlemen.
come on.
Welcome aboard flight
External
101,
power will go off.
service to New York. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 10 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, secure doors for departure.
Alright, so push guys coming in. So we're gonna go tail right. Because we're gonna have to loop around there, and if we take the other taxiway, it doesn't go to the end of the runway. Alright. So we'll get ready for the start. APU bleeds are on, thrust lever to rattle, engine areas clear, fuel pumps will come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the front of the aircraft for a safety demonstration. When the seatbelt light is on,
Alright.
please make sure that your seatbelt
Starting
is fastened
engine
low and tight
number
across
1.
your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another. Tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. In the event that the seatbelt light is not on, we suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened in case of unexpected turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you towards the exit. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth, secure the
Alright.
elastic band behind your head, tighten the straps if necessary,
That's
and
gonna
breathe
have to
normally.
do.
Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is
Parking
flowing
brake
to
is
the
back
mask.
on.
If you're traveling with a child or someone who requires a
Boston ground, generic
Turn the
Charlie,
mask on
Foxtrot,
first
Papa
and then
Yankee,
assist
Papa
others.
ready to copy
Keep your
IFR.
mask
You're
on
good to
until
go
others
there,
to advise you
push
it is
guy.
safe to remove it. In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is
Charlie,
located in a
Foxtrot,
pouch
Papa
under your
Yankee,
seat or
Papa
between the
is clear
armrests.
to Vero
When
Beach
instructed
Airport
to do
as
so,
filed.
open the plastic pouch and
Takeoff
remove it.
Alright,
33
engine
left
1, good start.
Strap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Hold the straps
Departure
tight.
frequency is
Starting to.
The vest pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If it doesn't inflate automatically, you may blow into the mouthpiece for manual inflation. This vest is equipped with a whistle and a light. If you need to, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary Bluetooth device. Please make sure to exit the aircraft as
Generic
soon as
Charlie,
possible and leave
Foxtrot,
the
Papa
belongings.
Yankee, Papa clear
Once
to
again,
Vero
all
Beach
devices
Airport as
must be
filed.
in airplane mode and your
Takeoff
larger
runway
devices must
33
be
left
turned off
climb
and
and
stowed at
maintain
this time.
7,000 feet.
Please secure
So I didn't hear the PTU hydraulics barking. No, this is the developer's build, so not everything is might be implemented in it.
Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the laboratory is prohibited by law. All of this information and more can be found
Alright.
in the safety code located in the seat back in front of you. We suggest reading this and letting a cabin
Well, it's
member
busy
know
here.
if
You can
have
see
any
there's a
questions.
couple aircraft
Thank you
on
for flying
the
with us again, and we hope you enjoy
TCAS
your flight.
system.
Boston ground, generic Charlie, Foxtrot, Papa Yankee, Papa requesting pushback.
Alright, good start on engine number 2.
Generic Charlie Foxtrot, Papa Yankee Papa pushback request
So,
accepted.
hydraulics are good, electrics are good, APU is off, and mode selector goes back to normal. So let's get ready to taxi. Pitot heat comes on.
40, hold position caution. The Airbus A320neo on the taxiway.
We've got, that's me. They've got Altimeters are set, headings are set, radios and electronics are set, autopilot is good, 6,000 feet, flight director is on,
Delta 2140.
auto brake is on, max, flaps going to 1, elevator trim will go to 1 up, and flight control check, full left, full right, neutral, full forward, full back, neutral, left rudder, right rudder, neutral. Alright, let's get our clearance to taxi.
Generic Charlie Foxtrot, Papa Yankee Papa request to end pushback received.
Why are you making me do that? I don't want that. There we go.
Boston Airport information.
Boston ground
Echo
Delta
18000
Alpha 101 with Echo ready to taxi IFR.
1326 at 17. Delta Alpha 101 taxi to and hold short of runway 33 left via taxiway Alpha Charlie cross runway 4 left Charlie cross runway 4 right Charlie cross runway 27 Charlie. Contact tower on 132.225 twin ready.
That's the way I thought we'd be going.
Boston ground, generic Charlie, Foxtrot, Papa Yankee Papa with Foxtrot ready to taxi IFR.
Come on.
Generic Charlie Foxtrot Papa Yankee Papa taxi to and hold short of runway 33 left using taxiway Kilo Echo cross runway 4 left Echo Papa Delta cross runway 4 right Delta Charlie cross runway 27 Charlie. Contact tower on 132.225 twin ready. Delta 2140 continue
Cabin
taxi.
is ready.
Delta 2140 hold position caution. The Airbus A320neo on the taxiway.
Oh, come on. There we go.
Taxiing hold short runway 33 left using taxiway Alpha Charlie cross runway 4 left Charlie
I'll go
cross
around
runway
ya.
4 right Charlie cross runway 27 Charlie Delta Delta Alpha 101.
Delta Delta Alpha 101 hold position caution other traffic. Delta Delta Alpha 101 continue taxi. Delta 2140 continue taxi.
Taxi to and hold short runway 33 left using taxiway Kilo Echo cross runway 4 left Echo Papa Delta cross runway 4 right Delta Charlie cross runway 27 Charlie generic Papa Yankee Papa.
Almost
Roger Delta 2140.
can't get my calls in here.
Delta Delta Alpha 101 hold position caution the generic on the runway.
Well, too late.
Delta Delta Alpha 101 continue taxi.
Roger Delta Delta Alpha 101.
It doesn't like me being outside that window. Alright. Let's get down to the end here. I got the ATC window popped out, and as soon as I go out there, it seems to, it's like going on an external view with the drone camera. My controls don't work. Alright, we're going right down to the end here. Looks like they got simultaneous takeoff and landings going on. Alright, let's do TO config, and we'll get them the ding in the back.
Camera crew seats for
Parking brake is on. So, flight instruments are checked, engine instruments are checked, takeoff data is set, nav equipment is set, landing lights will come on, taxi light to takeoff, strobe lights go to auto, PO heat is on de-ice not required, transponder is on, PWS is on, and weather radar is on.
Boston Tower, Delta Alpha 101, ready to go runway tree left IFR to Kennedy.
Delta Alpha 101 cleared for takeoff runway tree left.
All right.
Cleared for takeoff
Parking brake
runway tree
off.
left, Delta Alpha 101.
Clock is running. Glide slope is clear. Take position. There we go. All right. 40% stabilize. Everything's good. Engines to take off. Man flex, SRS, and runway. It's 100 knots. V1 rotate. Positive rate. Gear up.
Delta Alpha 101, contact Boston departure on 133.0.
Going to 133.0, Delta Alpha 101. Boston departure Delta Alpha 101 is at 2,400 feet, climbing 6,000 feet.
Delta Alpha 101, Boston departure, continue to TDKKK as planned. Altimeter 30.26.
All right, everything's looking good. We're gonna start making our turn here. Be nice and gentle. Autopilot's now on. And we're going up to 6,000 feet. Now, one of the things I said they fixed is the slight oscillations in the Airbus, so we'll see if they've actually done it when we get up to cruise altitude.
Delta Delta Alpha 101, climb and maintain 14,000 feet.
Okay, why aren't you turning?
Climb and maintain 14,000 feet. Delta Delta Alpha 101.
Hello? Why are you not turning?
Delta Delta Alpha 101, contact Boston Center on 133.325.
133.325. Delta Delta Alpha 101.
Well, this is a new one.
Gentlemen, we have now passed 2,000 feet. You may turn on larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to use your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight. Do not form a line near the last point. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you will be required to pay a small fee. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi to find out more information.
This is very interesting. Why are you not going? Huh. I don't understand what's going on here. But we're going to kind of hand fly it. Let's get her up to 14,000. There we go.
Departure generic Charlie Foxtrot Papa Yankee Papa is climbing through 700 feet for 7,000 feet. Generic Charlie Foxtrot Papa Yankee Papa Boston departure continue as planned. Altimeter 30.24.
Alright, keep bringing her around. We may be doing a manual flight here. I wonder if the latest update broke it.
Generic Papa Yankee Papa, please expedite your climb to 7,000 feet.
There's 14. Oop.
Boston Center, Delta Delta Alpha 101, 14,100 feet.
Delta Delta Alpha 101 Boston Center, continue to SOX as planned. Altimeter tree 0.26.
Alright. Carrying on to SOX. It's going to be an interesting bug if this is what has happened. We're just going to hand flyer.
Brickyard 489er 1 traffic is 1 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level tree 5 generic. Report them in sight.
Don't know what's happened here.
Delta Delta Alpha 101, contact Boston Center on 124.85.
124.85 for Delta Delta Alpha 101. Boston Center, Delta Delta Alpha 101, 14,000 feet.
Delta Delta Alpha 101 Boston Center, continue to SOX as planned. Altimeter tree 0.26.
Alright, for some reason they're not giving me a higher altitude. Which is fine. I'm sure they have their reasons for it. Is there restrictions here? No, not really.
Delta Delta Alpha 101, contact Boston Center on 128.75.
128.75 for Delta Delta Alpha 101. Boston Center, Delta Delta Alpha 101, 14,000 feet.
Delta Delta Alpha 101 Boston Center, continue to SOX as planned. Altimeter tree 0.25.
Well,
Gear 114, you are 62 miles.
looks like we are hand flying it in today.
Maintain 4,700 feet. Expect ILS runway 24 approach via Hogan transition.
Definitely going to have to do a little bit of research into what the hell is going on here.
Gear 114, you are 61 miles northwest of Nantucket. Contact Nantucket Tower on 118.3 when inbound.
Well, I don't think we're going to be getting much in the way of outside views here if I have to hand fly this airplane like this. And we get some beautiful sunlight down on the water there. Alright, gonna head to Buzzard, 17 miles away.
Delta Delta Alpha 101, contact Boston Center on 124.85.
Going to 124.85 Delta Delta Alpha 101. Boston Center Delta Delta Alpha 101, 13,900 feet.
Delta Delta Alpha 101, Boston Center, continue to be UCRD as planned. Altimeter 30.25.
Huh.
Boston Center, American Niner 728 is out of flight level 375 for 10,000 feet. American Niner 728, Boston Center, continue as planned. Generic 0 Mike Romeo, you were 22 miles southwest. Descend and maintain 5,300 feet. Expect vectors visual
Okay,
runway
easy.
to approach.
Let's see if we're working now.
Climb and maintain 5,300 feet. Expect vectors. Visual runway tree. To approach generic.
You're gonna level?
Mike Romeo.
That was kind of weird why that wasn't working when we first took off. Not sure what was going on there. You know, it might have been me entering the flight plan on the ground after loading into the sim.
Foxtrot, you are 27 miles southwest. Climb and maintain 2,800 feet. Expect vectors visual runway tree to approach.
Although, again, we're not heading to Buzzard. Let's see what happens if I say I want to go to
Descend and maintain
here.
1,700 feet. Expect ILS runway 24 approach via Chope transition. Clear to Chope.
We're in nav mode. No.
Good speed A16, you are treed 4 miles west of Martha's Vineyard. Contact Vineyard Tower on 121.41 inbound on the approach.
It's just not doing it. And it's not doing it in
1,800 feet. Expect vectors visual runway tree to approach Cessna Niner Hotel Foxtrot.
heading mode either.
Tower on 121.4, good speed A16.
Alright. Hand flying it is. So after this, I'm gonna go have to do a little bit of research and see if anyone else is reporting this and what's going on.
JetBlue 222 York 53 miles southwest. Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 33 left approach via BN and in transition. Clear to
See if we can figure this out a little bit better. Because this is not ideal.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 33 left approach via BN and in transition. Clear to BN and in JetBlue 222.
That's Newport, Rhode Island, or I think it's Rhode Island.
Exit Jet 564 York 30 miles south. Climb and maintain 4,700 feet. Expect vectors ILS runway 34 approach.
And I think you can see the tip of Long Island out there. And this is kind of why I don't use the ATC in the game.
4,700 feet. Expect vectors ILS runway 34 approach. Exit Jet 564.
Aircraft down there. It's a little broken, I would say. Apparently a few other things now too. So we'll have to see. So we got a slight climb going, so it's nose down slightly.
Generic Papa Yankee Papa traffic is 10 o'clock, 4 miles at 13,700 feet of generic. Report them in sight. JetBlue 222 traffic is 9 o'clock, 3 miles at 10,200 feet of generic. Report them in sight.
So this has really screwed up my flows and the way I do things in the cockpit.
Romeo climb and maintain 5,300
So
feet.
it's throwing me off a little bit.
Generic Papa Yankee Papa traffic in sight.
But that's okay. We'll make it in.
JetBlue 222 traffic
In a
in
few moments,
sight.
we'll be starting our in-flight service. We'll be serving complimentary drinks and snacks.
Yeah, I guess you guys in the back have given up us getting up to any higher.
Premium drinks are available for a small charge. If you wish
Descend
to
and
make an
maintain
additional purchase, we only accept
5,300
credit
feet.
cards.
Generic 0 Mike Romeo.
Exit Jet 564 contact Providence approach on 123.675. Generic 0 Mike Romeo descend and maintain 2,100 feet.
So let's say we're going to turn and this will take us down along Long Island. It doesn't look like they've got the
Descend and maintain 2,100 feet. Generic 0
actual
Mike Romeo.
points in.
Generic 0
And
Mike Romeo
Cathoot
contact
here
Boston
is
Red
our
Rock
entry
128
point into the
75.
ILS.
Generic 1 Whiskey Papa York 55 miles southwest. Descend and maintain 9,700 feet. Expect vectors visual runway 32 approach. American 9er 728 traffic is 9 o'clock, 2 miles at flight level 390 generic. Report them in sight.
Three 7 right.
123.675 exit Jet 564.
No, 3-1 right. That's correct. Okay. everything's sort of good. Still got that light flickering issue. It's a nice view of the north coast there. So we head to Long Island, which is right ahead. So I think I'm just gonna say to hell with it, and let's head right to direct to there. So we're 90 miles away. Put her in a nice 10-degree bank. A little bit of back pressure to keep us from diving. So this update that came out, not only were they supposed to be doing performance type of improvements and stuff, it is the America update, so I'm going to have to look into that and see what they've added, see how that's changed. And take a look, but it's a little disappointing that they broke the Airbus again. Hopefully they do a hot fix to get it sorted out. We're gonna have to keep churning because there's a bit of a crosswind that we're flying into right now. That should do. So when we're done here, I'm going to go onto the forums and see what people are saying. Anyway, this is Long Island coming up. We're just right here is Montauk. You might have heard of it. A very well-known place of the well-heeled, rich and famous. Nose down, get her level. So yeah, pretty interesting place, and rather huge. Down at the far end there, you've got Queens and stuff like that in New York City, one of the boroughs, the 5 boroughs. But at this end, it's kind of resort and vacation homes and stuff like that. Places like Huntington and Southampton, Greenport.
4.525 American Niner 728.
So we're doing all right. We're about, 84 miles out of our entry point for the ILS. We'll do a little bit of a self vector. So 3,000 feet is where we want to be at KTOD. It's our decision height here, 212. There's 30 minutes since takeoff. Just 80 miles to go to that point. give it a little bit of a turn here to line up a little bit more. To about there, that's good. So the big question is, are we still wing rocking? Yes, we are. Not as bad as we were. I mean, at least the control surfaces aren't... Oh, she's kind of steadying out a bit. At least the control surfaces aren't bouncing up and down like they were. But yeah, we are sure getting our money's worth on this one. For hand flying, anyway. Well, somehow we got bounced off of our clearance.
Boston Center Delta Delta Alpha 101 requests destination change to Kennedy.
Delta Delta Alpha 101 is cleared to Kennedy Airport as filed. Squad 3033.
Weird.
Delta Delta Alpha 101 cleared to Kennedy Airport as filed. Squad 3033.
Southwest 2159er, contact Boston Center on 124.525.
I don't know what was going on with that. All of a sudden it popped up saying request IFR clearance to your destination.
Delta Delta Alpha 101, readback correct. Radar contact 14,300 feet. Altimeter 30.28, continue to stock, turning in following heading 085.
Yeah, see, this is all screwed up. So I think I'm going to cancel the IFR. And just leave me alone.
Continue to SOX turning and following heading 085 Delta Delta Alpha 101.
Yeah.
Boston Center, generic November, 630 Sierra Foxtrot, 4,600 feet.
ATC is not good. Still not good in this.
Delta Alpha 101, contact Boston Center on 124.525. Generic November 630 Sierra Foxtrot, Boston Center, continuous plan.
Can't get my call in.
Altimeter 30.28.
Going to 124.525 Delta Delta Alpha 101.
It's crazy.
Boston Center Delta Delta Alpha 101 is at 14,400 feet, descending 14,000 feet.
Sure I am.
Delta Delta Alpha 101, Boston Center, continuous plan. Altimeter 30.28. Delta Delta Alpha 101, you are 64 miles east. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 31 right approach by a cannon transition. Clear to cannon.
Okay.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect ILS Cadet transition cleared to Cadet Delta Delta Alpha 101.
Let's get the current MEDAR. We'll send that. And we're going to start down to 3,000 feet. So we're going to speed back to 250. Start down. This is a reference point. Another airplane below us. Got a message. Oh yeah, we got a message. So, JFK 3032. One of the few clouds. Okay. Should be good. There we go. Yeah, a lot of things aren't working on today's flight. Arrow keys aren't working. My LNAV's not working. I have to haul ass a little bit more here, airplane. At about 1,500 feet, 1,800. That's good.
Boston Center JetBlue 1768 is out of 10,900 feet for 2,000 feet. Egypt Air 982 contact Boston Center on 124.85. JetBlue 1768 Boston Center continuous planned. Altimeter 30.30.
So there's our entry point there at CADID. So I'm nicely out where I'll be able to do a nice approach in.
Egypt Air 982.
So 10,000 feet, but I've left all the lights on.
Boston Center
No, I haven't.
726 is at flight level 335, descending 10,000 feet.
Alright, so we're below 10,000.
American Niner 726 Boston Center continuous planned.
Landing systems will come on. Fuel goods, gears up, flaps up. It's going to be harder now that I got no autopilot to do this as we're coming in. Oh, flying on the manual.
Delta Delta Alpha 101 contact Boston Center on 132
We have
decimal
begun our
tree.
final descent into New York. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to select any class.
Beautiful day, though.
Please ensure tray tables are stowed and
132
secure in the full
decimal tree
upright
for Delta
position.
Delta
Please
Alpha
also store any
101.
carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Boston Center Delta Delta Alpha 101 is out of 9,400 feet for 3,000 feet.
Delta Delta Alpha 101 Boston Center continue to cat out as planned. Altimeter 30.30.
Alright. 8,500. When we hit 20 miles, we'll go into approach mode. Not for the autopilot, but for the systems. And we'll slow down to 210. And then we'll see how we do. If this will actually follow the landing. Like it does the vertical part fine on the ILS, so I'm hoping it still does. "25 miles, 6,000 feet. Bring our descent back to about 1,000. About there. That's good. So we're going to be flying right over Long Beach.
Delta Alpha 101, contact New York approach on 128.125.
.125 Delta Alpha 101.
Boston Center American Niner 726 is at
New
flight
York
level
approach Delta Alpha 101 is at 5,800 feet, descending 3,000 feet.
Delta Alpha 101 New York approach continue to count it as planned. Altimeter 30.29er.
Alright, so radios are set, speed is set, landing lights are on, taxi light is on, ground spoilers are armed, auto brake set to low, flaps, well, we haven't actually reduced yet. So let's pull back a little bit. Look at that speed coming back. Alright, we're picking up the ILSs. And the one I want is IRTH, that's good. Speed's coming back. Get her below 220, I can get that first flap down. There we go. Speed to 180.
Delta Alpha 101, please expedite your descent to 3,000 feet.
We're getting there. Alright, that's flaps 2. Heading down to 3,000 feet. I got 10 miles. Start our turn in. It's 20-degree bank. There we go, and we will pull out 3,000 feet. So we're in approach mode. It's 30, 30, and 300 at 4. Temperature was let's go 4 degrees, and 212 is the decision height. 18,000. Okay. If I go here,
New York approach, Speedbird 173 is at 7,900 feet, descending 3,000 feet.
All right, we're doing this manually.
Speedbird 173, New York approach, continue to Canada as planned. Altimeter 30.30.
The actual, I'll just fly the glide slope. What was my approach? 31. Let's go 140. Flaps 3. Everything's set. Ground spoilers are set. Speed is coming back. Flaps full and gear down. Come on, gear down. All right. Let's just fly the needles now. Let's just fly level.
Delta Alpha 101, you are 12 miles southeast of Kennedy. Contact Kennedy Tower on 123.9 when inbound on the approach.
Tower on 123.9 Delta Alpha 101. Tower Delta Alpha 10110 miles southeast inbound ILS runway 31 right approach.
Delta Alpha 101 Kennedy Tower. Cleared ILS runway tree 1 right approach. Altimeter tree 0 decimal tree 2 wind tree 54 at 19er.
Cleared ILS runway tree 1 right approach Delta Alpha 101.
Alright, we're way high. Doing about 700 or 800 foot per minute descent, so we're gonna have to go a little bit above that to get back under the glide slope. So gears down, flaps are down, landing lights are on. 3 green, spoilers full, armed. Okay. I think we're good for now. There's glide slopes coming back up. Back to about a 700 foot per minute descent. A little bit of load in.
Delta Alpha 101 cleared to land runway tree 1 right. Wind tree 54 at 19er.
Cleared to land runway tree
Alright.
1 right Delta Alpha 101.
Stop talking to me. Alright, we're on the marks. Very, very slight wind from the right. Slightly low.
Kennedy Tower, Speedbird 173, 11 miles southeast inbound ILS runway tree 1 right approach. Speedbird 173 Kennedy Tower. Cleared ILS runway tree 1 right approach. Altimeter tree 0 decimal tree 2 wind tree 4 at 19er.
500.
Landing.
Cleared ILS runway tree 1 right approach.
Don't know why that's saying we're so far under the glide slope.
100 above. 300. Minimum 200. 100. 50. 40. 30.
Oop.
20. 10. 5.
Oh, nice landing. After all that. It's nice to get a good one. Floated it a bit though.
Speedbird 173 cleared to land runway tree 1 right. Follow the Airbus A320neo on the runway. Wind tree 4 at 19er.
Alright, 60 knots.
Delta Alpha 101.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to New York. The local time is 2:42 p.m.
Clear to
and
land
it's
runway
currently
31
about
right, speed bird
48
173.
degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us and we hope to see you again.
Delta Delta Alpha 101, contact ground on 125.05.
And that was, I think I touched the brakes slightly, so the auto brakes kicked off. All right, ground handoff. Yeah, you do your thing. So thermostat flaps up.
125.05
Engine mode
Delta
is
Delta Alpha
fine.
101.
Lights go back. Taxi lights on. Anti-ice APU will kick on. Transponder goes standby. That comes off, and that comes off. Trim back to one up for takeoff, and wheels are good. Okay, so that's flap open and start you up. That's contact ground.
Ground Delta Delta Alpha 101, request taxi to the gate.
Where are you gonna send me?
Delta Delta Alpha 101 taxi to gate Delta 70 by taxiway Charlie Bravo Uniform Alpha cross runway 13 left Charlie Bravo Uniform Victor Bravo Tango Alpha November Charlie Alpha Mike Alpha.
Delta 7, where the hell is that? This is not the way they're labeled. Where do you want me to go? B-A-T-A-N-C-M-A. Oh.
Delta Delta Alpha
Oh, yeah,
101
okay.
acknowledge last transmission.
Yeah. Let me.
Taxiing to gate Delta 70 via taxiway Charlie Bravo Uniform Alpha cross runway 13 left Charlie Bravo Uniform Victor Bravo Tango Alpha November Charlie Alpha Mike Alpha Delta Delta Alpha 101.
So if I go back to here. Charlie Bravo, where's Charlie Bravo? Charlie Bravo Uniform Victor. Uniform Victor. Tango Alpha. November Charlie Alpha. Okay, you want me to go around that way. Alright, I've got my route. We got a bit of a taxi. We're going to go around the north side of the terminals to our gate 70. This one, and then we're going to go this way and cross over where the traffic goes, apparently. Because this is a bridge. So we're heading down to Terminal 2. And they want us on Alpha here. Yeah, so we got that speed bug thing going again where we're accelerating even though we're on idle. Not that far, but it's a decent distance. Of course, that speed gets up pretty fast. We'll try it again. Next time I'll reprogram the route into the system before we enter into the sim itself and see if that works any better. But I really got to look into this whole LNAV issue now and what's not working. See if anyone else has found this issue. Is that Air Malta? If it is, guy, you've come a long way from your home. Yeah, it is too. Another bridge. One of these long taxis. Alright, this is November. We're going in Mike Alpha, which is just down around the corner here. We're not going to this terminal, we're going to the one beside it. Actually going down at the last gate down here. At Mike Alpha. Yeah, you guys wait for me. Pretty big jetway. All right, that's where we're headed over here. You can see the crew there. Turn off that. Not entirely sure how we get in there. Especially with all these buildings here. We're going to hit that wing. Well, we'll see. If the game suddenly says, hey, you crashed, well, we know what's happened. Are we stuck on something? All my camera views are gone now. I think we are. Yeah, I think we're into the building. This is a stupid gate. You know what? This is good enough for me on this flight. So we're just going to do our shutdown. Everything is good there. APU's up. We'll go on APU bleed. Turn you guys off. Turn these off. Well, it was an interesting flight. That's going to do it on this one. We'll see you. Oh, hey, Mick, I missed you there coming in, and I was concentrating. I don't know if you're still watching. I think you are. But the LNAV wasn't working, and I had to hand fly it all the way down from Boston. So, not sure what was happening there. It was a little bit frustrating. But yeah, it turned out to be a nice landing. Great weather. This is the new update that just updated today, and it looks like there's a couple things that are broken again, so we'll see what happens. But glad you enjoyed the landing, and I'm streaming again on Thursday at 2300 Zulu or 1800 Eastern time, and we'll be doing another flight. So everybody, thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time. Bye for now.